разговаривать об этом велосипеде. И это Jamis Dakota D29 Team.
21.25 pounds. And I'll tell you, honestly, I didn't expect to have a real good time on this. I was on my 4th lap and I was pretty shattered for the day. And just right off the bat, you get a little bit of pressure on the pedal and things just scoots forward. When we're talking about carbon fiber bikes, how people think of it and just all about lightweight, and it's really about ride quality. And that's something that just came through on this bike. It wasn't only just fast, it was also really comfortable. You know, it's just odd. I started finding myself lofting the front wheel over those technical sections and riding more aggressively. Right in a way, you know, I really don't kind of imagine myself on a hardtail. We make a big point at Bike of saying you don't have to buy a great bike to have a good time. A bike itself will not make you fast. That bike will make you faster though. There's just no doubt about it. I found myself just ripping through sections and not really doing a whole lot different than on any other bike. And I was faster. It's impressive, it's fast, and it's fun.
You pick up a bike and you're like, wow, like this thing is a feather. And when you get out there and ride a bike like that, like you say, like lofting your front end, like down stuff, up stuff. I mean, a bike that's this light, which is this light because it's so bitchin', it gives you a fundamentally different ride.
Even when they're making price point bikes historically, they've always kitted these bikes out the way a bike geek would do it. You know, it's like someone really loves, you know, the little details of the company. And you got the American Classic wheel set, which is just sexy. You even got the red Anno hubs there, and you got the full Exo kit, which is just, you know, stunning. And you know, you got red Anno seat clamp. They didn't have to do that, but probably the way you would do it if you had some time to tinker and kit it yourself.
Yeah. It'd be nice if it had a Type 2 rear derailleur. I don't know what the disadvantage of one would be. Maybe they're a few grams heavier. Maybe they're not. It's just not perceived as being XC. But you know, of all the things that you would not want to have to change after the fact, it's a few $100 rear derailleur. So
I felt like the bike. You guys didn't necessarily agree, but it was a little bit noisy.
Well, I was going to say, you had mentioned it's noisy, and part of that obviously is the rear derailleur, like flapping back and forth. You have a Type 2, you have that clutch, exactly. In there, it's going to quiet it up a bit. Yeah.
Of all the bikes that we've tested, this was the only one that really made me, you know, when my legs started to hurt, just wanted to, you know, put it into a harder gear, put my head down, and just bury the nail and just hammer up every single climb. And it held its own on the downhills too. I think geometry was pretty dialed in for it. The only thing that I really didn't like, which is just really easy to switch out on the retail level, is stems over 90 millimeters on on any bike. To me, it seems it just throws off the way the bike rides.
Спасибо вам. Меня зовут Иван Иванович.
Da.
Da.
Да.